Hi guys, I'm Good Grographo, and welcome to my Echo Guide. Echo has grown to become one of my favourite characters to play in Overwatch, and at the moment I believe that she's really strong and has the potential to output some extremely high damage numbers. So I thought, why not share my experience and knowledge with you guys, so that you'll be able to try her out and see just how fun she can be. But before I start the video, if you guys enjoyed it or learned something new, why not leave a like and subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything and helps my channel grow. But let's get right into the video. Echo at the time of making this video is the most recent hero. Despite the fact that she was released almost 6 months ago, good job Blizzard. Echo is so flexible in that almost any scenario there is something useful that she can do for the team. This is because she has both long range damage and mid range burst combo. She pretty much can just chill shooting from a distance, and then when she sees an opportunity, swoop in and do them dirty. And we also have her ult, which gives her the choice to take an extra tank or support to help push. And when you consider the potential plays, they're just endless, as long as you have the ability to competently play the character you duplicate. But let's get right into her kit so then I can explain everything about her. Echo has 200 normal health, which is the stock standard for DPS characters. Echo's primary fire is Tri-Shot. Echo shoots 3 pellets at once out of her fingers. Each one of these pellets deals 17 damage, and each can shoot at a rate of 3 rounds per second, giving her a potential DPS of 151. The pellets that she shoots are projectiles and have no damage drop off, and move at a relatively fast speed. The pellets also have a set pattern and constant spread angle to keep it consistent. Tri-Shot has 15 ammo and takes 1.5 seconds to reload. Echo's secondary fire are sticky bombs. When activated, Echo will rapidly shoot out 6 bombs from her offhand. These bombs will stick to any surface or enemy player and then detonate 1 second after. When the bombs attach to an enemy, they will each deal 5 damage, and then the explosion damage is 25 per bomb. If you hit all of Echo's sticky bombs, the damage will come to 30 initially, followed by 150 after, for a total of 180 damage. This is enough damage to put the hurt into anybody, and it's Echo's best ability at pulling off quick bursts. Oh, and also sticky bombs are on a 6-second cooldown, so enjoy spamming that bad boy. Echo's second ability is Flight. When activated, Echo will dash in the direction that she is moving, and then for the next 3 seconds, she gains the ability to fly through the air. If Echo is walking forwards, she will also dash in the direction she is looking. What this means is that if she is looking up, she would dash up, and if she is looking down, she will dash down. And this also works for walking backwards, but it's inverted. Flight has a 6-second cooldown. Echo's second ability is Focusing Beam. When activated, Echo will fire a beam from both her hands. This beam will last for 2.5 seconds and will deal 50 damage per second. However, if the target you are shooting is below or equal to 50% of their health, then the beam will deal 4 times the damage, which will make it deal 200 damage a second. This ability is why Echo is so great at cleaning up and finishing off kills. It allows you to achieve massive DPS with pinpoint accuracy to anyone that is just simply low on health. What's the saying? Rich get richer and the poor get poorer? You were just punishing the other team with more damage just for taking damage. But in saying that, if they are above 50% health, this ability is almost useless, as its only redeeming quality is that it's a beam type weapon, and it can go through D.Va E and Genji's Reflect. But Focusing Beam has an 8-second cooldown. Next up is Echo's passive Glide. While in the air, Echo can hold jump to glide through the sky. While gliding, Echo will fall at a rate of 4 meters a second, and also gain 50% movement speed boost. This is what helps her stay in weird angles and get to places really fast, and when used in combo with Flight, she almost never has to touch the ground. Finally, Echo's ultimate is Duplicate. Echo can target an enemy hero and duplicate them. What this means is that she will become the hero that she duplicates. All of their abilities and weapons will be copied for the next 15 seconds. While duplicated, Echo's ultimate charge rate is 6.5 times faster, allowing her to quickly charge up her duplicated target's ultimate before using it against them. As I said, the duplication will last for 15 seconds, or it can be ended early by going to 0 health on your duplicated hero. If that happens, you will just return to playing Echo with full health in all abilities. There are some important things to remember about this ultimate though. You cannot copy the enemy team's Echo. You cannot duplicate through barriers, and you copy the skin that your opponent's using, which means you may get stuck with some unlucky ones. However, this ability is one of the most unique in the game and comes at such a contextual playmaking, it's actually insane, but we'll talk about that a little later. But that's everything to do with Echo's kit. Let's move on to her role within her team. Echo is the epitome of flexibility. Echo has the potential to fit into any role the team needs. If they need you to pressure snipers in the backlane, you can. If they need you to help shred tanks, you can. And if you need to play a more supportive role, you can always ult as support to exchange your damage for healing. If there is a problem, it is rare that Echo cannot provide some sort of answer to it. However, this means that there is no correct way to play Echo, and you really need to identify yourself how you need to be playing from game to game, which will only take time and experience. But let's move on to important things that you need to know and remember to get the most out of Echo. Let's start with a bread and butter burst combo. You will use this combo to instantly kill most squishy targets, and to be honest, if done correctly, nothing can really save them. The combo starts with you shooting your sticky bombs, primary firing for a second, and then using your focusing beam to finish them off if they are still alive. This is a really low risk, simple combo that will definitely help you out when trying to assassinate or just kill an enemy. The best part about this combo is that it's so safe. There is no commitment since you can just throw your stickies from any range, and you can always just sit back and see if you hit enough stickies to make the burst lethal, and then you can just use flight to get within range for the focusing beam. Echo's flight can be deactivated any time during its duration. This allows you to instantly cancel it and basically just get a dash. Using just a dash can sometimes prove helpful, especially when playing against snipers, as you can keep your head low and make rapid, unpredictable movements. However, it is only good to throw off the enemy, and generally letting the cooldown play out is better at just avoiding most attacks. So just save this little trick that you could pull out at any moment. Talking about Echo's flight, it's actually possible to never have to touch the ground while playing Echo. Admittedly, this is pretty pointless, but can be helpful when spamming at a distance. All you need to do is dash into the sky and fly up as far as you can in the duration. Then when you reach the top of the map, you just glide for the next 6 seconds and repeat. Okay, let's move on to a very important topic: how to use your ultimate. Your ultimate is so flexible that almost everything you talk about is so contextual, but we can talk about some general scenarios. In general, it doesn't make much sense to copy an enemy DPS. If using your ult on them is so valuable, why not just play that character? And well, the answer may just be that you already have one, and 2 will be really good to help you win the fight. But the only DPS character that I would really consider copying would be Doomfist. This is because you can use all these abilities and gain your ultimate, and then use them again after the ultimate, and get another ultimate. This means that most of the time you'll be looking to take a tank or a support, and personally, I really like to take the tanks. This may be due to me being better at tanks at the moment, but I find the ability to throw their bodies and abilities at the enemy team can prove problematic for them. Taking a tank gives you so much more health and presence to utilize. However, supports will give your team more staying power in fights, and will allow you to gain more sustain, and your ultimate can prove really helpful to turn the tides of battle. Also, there may be times where you ult literally just to save your life, and you cannot care who you take because you will just gain their health and come out of the end with ult with full health as well. So when going to use the ultimate, just think of what you need is most important. Do you need to throw some health at the enemy team to break their hold? Do we need to help sustain our hold? Or do you just need to live? This is a decision that you need to make to ensure that you get the most out of your ultimate. Something else we should talk about is Echo's playstyle. Generally, she uses her long-range attacks to poke people down from the other team and gain ult charge. And if she sees an opening to confirm a kill, she can swoop in and beam them down. If needed, she can also use her flight and hover to cover ground quickly and flank, and catch unsuspecting victims off guard. She is super reliant on her abilities to gain easy kills, so make sure you don't waste them, even if they do have short cooldowns for their relative power. But anyway, let's move on to matchups. Let's talk about the Pharah matchup. This matchup is one that you shouldn't lose, to be honest. You have more maneuverability and agility in the sky, as well as having easier shots to hit, which are less punishing to miss, as well as her hit scan beam to finish her off reliably. The Pharah can still win though, but it would require her not to miss more than one shot onto you, which would take an enormous amount of skill and or luck. But basically, you're a counter to Pharah and the skies are yours to control. Next up is hit scans in general. Hit scans want to keep their distance away from you. This is because you have projectiles and, well, they have hit scan weapons. You want to avoid just flying in the sky in the open, and instead use natural cover to get close and try to pull off your bursty combo, to win the fight before they can reposition and kill you. And finally, against tanks, you'll basically have a field day. Very little that they can do against you while you melt them for ult charge. Personally, this is my go-to strategy with Echo. If they don't have any tanks, they can't win. This also leads me to getting damage numbers that are in most games about 30 to 40% of my team's damage, and makes me feel good about myself, even though I'm just shooting defenseless targets. But hey, someone has to kill them, so why not it be me? Most other matchups generally go, Echo pokes them from a distance and swoops in to confirm the kill. It's a really safe, reliable strategy that I wouldn't recommend more to you guys. But anyway, that's everything I wanted to talk about, and all you need to remember is a burst combo and identifying when it's safe to use it. Use your ult to help your team and stay safe, and I assure you, you will start winning more games. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, why not leave a like and subscribe. My next video is a mystery, to be honest. Not even I know what's coming up next. I have ideas, I've just got to decide. But yeah, I'll figure that out. Till next, see you then.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so